Osaka, Japan is home to some amazing cafe culture in its trendy neighbourhoods. Today, let me introduce you to 8.5 of my favourite cafes in the coolest city in Japan. We start our journey in Nakazakicho, a charming area full of retro vibes and unique cafes. The first stop is Pauhana Coffee. A big old friendly wave from the owner told me I had to go in. They specialise in drip coffees. I tried the Honduras roast, and as I chatted with the owner and other customers as they wandered in, it struck me how nice it was to have this casual community feeling in the centre of the concrete urban jungle that is Osaka. I left on the biggest high, and not just from the coffee. Next up is a place called Yatt Nakazakicho. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Only recently opened in March this year, I absolutely loved the modern yet bohemian style of the cafe. As you relax in a comfy chair or in front of the big windows, grab a delicious coffee and dessert. This is called the LOLO. Lolo? And it is just straight up soft serve ice cream that you drizzle a shot of espresso and breadcrumbs onto. You can order a custom biscuit to go with it as well. I don't know why, but for some reason, Ourlog Coffee Roasters just makes me feel like I'm at a cafe on the beach, not in the middle of the city. Inside looked like it had space to work or study, but outside was decked with beach chairs and umbrellas, so that's where I sat myself. Oh, and the coffee was fantastic too. All the cafes included in this video and more can be accessed through the free map I've put together in the link in the description below. I made it because I wanted to share all the great cafes I discover in Osaka and be able to keep updating it as I go. And as a picky coffee enthusiast who can't drink regular cow's milk, I know how difficult it can be to find a cafe that suits me in a new city. So I hope you find the guide useful, and if you have any cafe recommendations for me to try, definitely let me know in the comments. The next neighbourhood is called Kitahama, on the southern bank of the Tasogare River. What's special about this area is that, although it is full of office buildings, cafes and restaurants line the riverbank, offering splendid views of the little island Nakanoshima, home to the Osaka City Public Hall, children's book forest, and a gorgeous rose garden. We start at a cafe offering beautiful views of the river, MOTO Coffee. Grab a coffee and a sandwich and have a seat on the outside deck or upstairs for a view of Osaka like you've never seen. I highly recommend the decks in summer, but please note that there may be a wait. A little further down, take a step into downtown New York at the Brooklyn Roasting Company. This place offers a great communal working space, a huge outdoor seating area, and bonsai. I tried the cortado, which is apparently equal parts espresso and milk. I really enjoyed the beans here, so they freshly ground me a batch to take home with me. A brisk 2-minute walk off the riverbank from Brooklyn is a place called School Bus. School bus coffee stops can be found across Kyoto, Osaka and Tokyo, offering a chic US-inspired interior-style cafe. The coffee here was actually amazing. I can't rave about it enough. If Shinsaibashi isn't on your list of neighbourhoods to visit in Osaka, put it on there now. Located in the heart of the city, the vibrant streets are lined with boutiques, vintage clothing stores and trendy cafes, and every person walking the streets looks like a fashion model. We start at Streamers, another cafe that was way too cool for the likes of me. The vibes were immaculate here, so laid back but bustling with life. People were chatting, working remotely, and drinking giant mugs of coffee. Definitely add this one to your list. Enough of downtown. Let's take a step into uptown New York at Saturdays NYC. By this point, it might feel like there's a running theme in some of these cafes. I've never been to the US, so I can't say how these American-inspired cafes compare to actual cafes in the US. All I can tell you is about how they made me feel as a caffeine-addicted customer. And honestly, each one made me feel so relaxed, welcome, and leaving feeling better than when I came in, which is why they are on this list. But to keep you on your toes, upstairs is actually a surf apparel store, which I didn't expect either, but it was a vibe. The next place I was so excited to introduce to you after we first discovered it, but unfortunately, I have since learned that Tasogare will be closing its store in this Shinsaibashi area and relocating. I believe the new address is pretty close, but honestly I don't know when it's reopening or what the new place will look like. But I hope it's similar to the store we visited because it was just so cool. We had a drip coffee and an oat latte in what was maybe a wooden cup. Anyway, if anyone has any information or updates on the reopening of Tasogare, please let me know down below in the comments. That's my list of 8, and hopefully 9 in the future, cafes that I recommend in central Osaka. I hope you find this video and the free map guide below useful. If you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button to help spread the video to other coffee lovers as well. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.